Okay, welcome everyone. Good morning.
Yeah.
We're back to our Garden of Emunah morning Shalom Bait class. He says over here, the caption, walking in the door. He says a rule of thumb in spirituality, says that everything goes according to the beginning. That's why a husband's first step inside the door after a long and difficult day, at work, plays a key role in marital bliss. This is an ideal time to show a wife that she's first place in her husband's eyes. Even if the children greet him at the door, his first question should be, like the Rav says, where's mommy? Efo ima? Yeah? A husband's greeting to his wife should be loving, animated. Animated. You know what animated is? Hey, how are you? You know, yeah. And flavored with sweet words to show her how happy he is to come home to her. Yeah, he should first inquire how she's feeling, how her day went. This must show his genuine concern for her welfare, putting his own selfish needs aside and devoting his attention to her when he first walks in the door, scores major points in Shalom Bayit. Yeah, very important. Yes, we come home very tired. We had a long day. We got up 5 o'clock in the morning. We're very hungry. Yeah, we're disheveled. The traffic was very bad. The customers were getting on our nerves. There was no business today. All that has to be outside of the door. Outside of the door. It's hard to say, but we have to practice it. This is what it means to be a man. Yeah. Imagine you're going into a deal right now, $1 million, $10 million, $5 million deal, right? You're not gonna come. I had a bad day today. No. Even if you had a bad day, you're strong and did that, you're gonna come in like a gurchik. Okay, let's get this deal done. Yeah. Here we have a woman who's waiting for you. She's thinking about you all day. Yeah. How's my husband gonna come in? You come in and you don't notice her? Why? She's thinking, I see, I'm number one. This is called number one. That's not what she's thinking, right? She's not thinking, I'm number one. But this is going into her head that, you see, everything is more important except me. Yeah? He kisses the kids, the girls. Hi, Abba, how are you? Yeah? And she's in the kitchen preparing everything. And then after everything is like, Cheli, what's to eat? What's to eat? What's to eat? Yeah. I'm going to show him what's to eat. It says, a husband's greeting to his wife. A woman thrives on sharing her life with her husband. Look what it says. Thrives on sharing her life with her husband. It's very true. She wants to tell him everything. I went here. I was trying to pick up a banana and all of a sudden it was so yellow. And then I said, ni paidot. Oh yeah, oh wow, yeah, really. Yeah, she loves to tell him everything that happened to her during the day, right? That the time they were apart. The husband should listen with intent to what she has to say, even if it seems trivial and unimportant to him. That gives her the wonderful feeling that she can tell her husband anything. Therefore, if a husband criticizes her in any way, it is as if he's breached her trust. She doesn't open her heart to him for the purpose of her husband to stick a knife in it. Meaning, if he gives her a negative comment, then all of a sudden what happens is, this one doesn't trust me. And therefore she doesn't want to talk to you at all. Why? Because she feels you're going to kill, right? Stick a knife into her heart. And that's why she what? Has friends here and friends there. And when you come home, she's on the phone. She doesn't care about you. Why? You don't care about her. He doesn't care about me. I don't care about him. Yeah? By letting her pour out her heart, the wise husband, listen to what he says, wise husband, saves her from telling gossip and slander to her friends. And even if she's speaking gossip and slander about other people to her husband, he should filter them in his heart and refrain from reprimanding her. Don't say anything. Don't start being now Chofetz Chaim. I don't know, Motek. This is Lashon Hara, Moti Shem Ra. This is this, that. You be quiet. For now, you be quiet. Yeah, and let her say whatever she has to say. You, in your heart, you don't listen to it.
What if she asks you?
What?
What if she asks you?
Is this Lashon Hara?
She knows. She says, am I speaking too much, or is this considered Lashon Hara?
Oh,
If you say that it is, then she's gonna...
No, if she's genuinely asking, like she wants to know halacha, then you say, well, according to Chafetz Chaim, it says, we can only say things letoelet and this and that. You know what? Let's learn Chofetz Chaim book. And then you could start, there's a book, one a day, 1 page a day, beautiful about Lashon Hara. If she asks, it means she generally wants to know. You know your wife, right? If she is kilu, pun intended, then you listen to her. I used to make my mistakes about saying Lashon Hara. Rabbi said, listen, when it comes to husband and wife, no such thing as Lashon Hara. You listen to whatever she has to tell you. And this way, it should let her get this thing out. She wants you. Huh?
If he asks you, you should just say like if he says, "Is this considered lashon hara?" You should say like, "No, it's okay. I'm here to listen."
Yeah, talk to me, Motek. Talk to me, Motek. Tell me what you. If she wants to get it out, that means something is bothering her. You understand? She wants you to be, but not physically, right? Not that the fact that her therapist, her friend, her listener, her husband, her this, her that. She wants you to be everything. Our problem is, excuse me, I don't have time for that. I need you in the kitchen to serve me lunch, dinner, and I need you in the bedroom. That's it. You understand? She doesn't want that. She wants to do all the other stuff, but she wants you to do all the other things as well. Because that's my well-rounded husband. Well-rounded husband, I want him to be a person who I can lean on, I can have support from. Problem is we don't do that, and therefore she has Shoshana, she has this one, she has that one, and you're the last one on the list. And that's how when you come, she doesn't care about you. Here, that's why I have nothing to say to him. Right? He doesn't listen to me anyway. Shoshana listens to everything I say. Here, and therefore the relationship you want to build with her, she wants to build it with you. And in the beginning, she will try, but once she understands now she's out with her friends and on the phone, whatever. Why? Because I have somebody who listens to me. Yeah.
He always saying, "Can we speak about something more interesting?"
Yeah. Let's talk about something more, tachlis. But for her, this is interesting. For her, this is the bread and butter of her life. For us, it's different. We don't need to cry with the banana was soft, okay, whatever. Throw it out, go to a different place,
Most of them, they repeat
Yeah. So that's Hashem telling you, be nice and be very patient and work on your patience. And listen, this mamash gym, if you really understand what this is spiritually, wow, this is what's going to give you, this is what's going to give you the menuchat nefesh that you're going to need in this world in order to be able to deal with certain things. And of course, in the next world where you build for this, you understand? You got to build yourself here.
Why she talks over and over the same topic again and again and again, right? Because she wants the same deal from me. How many times they told you not to speak in shul and you keep talking? So she will do this to you also.
Yeah. Good. Okay. He says, number 84. One of my students was preparing to say mincha, the afternoon prayer service. His wife phoned him and asked him to come home immediately. He told her that in 2 minutes he was about to start mincha with the other students at a yeshiva. And he asked if she agreed that he'd come home after about a half an hour. She said, no, I asked him to come home immediately. That's just what he did, and rightfully so, even if it meant praying alone at home. Here he says, she needs him. Must be a reason. Yeah? Says, let me qualify. The above example is talking about an upright young man who's not looking for excuses to shirk his responsibilities. Meaning he's not one of those guys who doesn't come to mincha. He's always 3 times minyan, so on and so forth. He's not one of those who, yeah? Says, such as praying minyan with 10 men. Our sages said that sometimes we fulfill Torah by putting the Torah books on the shelf. Once a wife has the security that she's first place and that her husband will be there whenever she needs him, then she'll allow her husband to do virtually whatever he wants. Yeah, and this is one thing we're lacking. We're thinking, no, I'm going to show her that she has to work on my schedule, right? I'm going to show her that I have mincha time. I'm going to show her that I have my job. I'm going to show her that I have my, all my priorities. No. It's not going to work like that. Why? Because then she's going to start getting you, and it's going to be again you against me thing. We don't want to be a you against me. We want to be together. When you're together, by showing her she's number one, by not giving her bad comments, she's going to tell you, sweetie, eat mincha, you got to go catch mincha. Hey, sweetie, you have a Torah lesson here. Hey, sweetie, did you visit your mother? You know, these kind of things are going to happen. My esteemed and beloved teacher, Rabbi Eliezer Berland, would always tell those of his pupils that had marital problems, listen to whatever your wife says. If she tells you to come home, go home right away. Stay with her at home. And afterwards, she'll give you a month's vacation. Meaning, you do what she wants, she'll then give you whatever you want. This is how it works. He says, if Jewish law can be stretched for the purpose of peace at home, in other words, if the Torah is willing to allow a person to miss a Torah lesson or prayer in a minyan, then a husband should certainly be willing to put aside his own plans, work, or hobbies to fulfill his wife's requests. Here he's saying, yeah, he's saying the Torah is allowing you to miss mincha, miss the Torah lesson. He says you should miss work sometimes when she needs it, yeah? Should miss your hobbies. Yeah, I got to go with the buddies. He says when a husband complains that his wife locks him in jail, then that husband hasn't given her the feeling that she's first place. You see? When she's bothering you every day on the phone, ring. You just called me an hour ago, sweetie. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot that. Ring. This is the fifth call today. Yeah? He says, when she perceives that other things are more important to him than she fights against them. Not only that, but her anguish is indescribable when he prefers other interests rather than being with her. So as soon as he gives her the feeling that she's highest priority in his life, the jail cell door becomes unlocked. You hear? Why she calls that work? Because she understands that work is very important to you and that you don't pay attention to her. So she, what? Are you with the customer? I need to ask you, are you, what do you ask? Listen, it cannot wait until I come home. You ask him about the closet, second shelf, this and that. Let's talk about it at home. You know, sometimes it happens. You're at work. Yeah, I wanted to know. You know where we put the shoes on the bottom over there? Can you put a shelf over there? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. You're not home. I'm not home. Let's talk about it 6, 7 o'clock at home. Something is there. There's.
She may not even know why she's calling.
No, that he said from the beginning. Yeah. That is not that she's calculating, oh, you know what? I'm going to get him. Let me call. No. It's a natural occurrence where why? Since I'm not important, I need to, make myself important in his life. But again, it's not knowingly. She doesn't know that she's doing this. Yeah?
So I have like,
yeah.
Kind of like 2 questions. One is like, if I'm in the car with my partner and we're driving somewhere, and then she calls me,
Yeah.
and like, I can't like, talk to her when sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like if I tell her, she'll just get upset that I'm not there to listen to her.
Oh.
That's number 1. Number 2 is to feel like I'm in the middle of the meeting, and we're in like the heat of it, and then I get a call.
Yeah.
Like, am I supposed to like pause the meeting, go pick up the phone, and then who knows? Maybe she's in a bad mood, and then she's gonna talk for 5
Right.
minutes.
So, one thing we got to do, see, these are symptoms of a woman that doesn't want to understand. Why she doesn't want to understand? Because she's not number one. You got to make her number one all the time, and then she'll leave you alone. She will understand.
On the journey.
I know. So she will eventually. It means that you for some reason haven't fulfilled her gap. Yeah, she has to have a certain thing that I'm fulfilled. When she's fulfilled, sweetie, I'm right now with the customer. Is okay? I can call you back. Yeah, 100%. When she's not fulfilled, I don't care. What? I don't care what you want. Yeah.
One question. What happened if you are in a very important thing is this demon? So, as the shalom, you get a call from the house.
SOS.
Are you going to come out?
Or,
Oh.
Yeah.
so let's say I'm in the car with my partner,
That's it. The same thing now.
but it's not gonna look bad on her if she's screaming on top of her lungs. She's in my ear, but my partner hears it.
Oh, if she's screaming, you gotta listen to her. something is really a problem.
No, I know, but I'm saying my
So-
partner's sitting right next to me. Like, what am I supposed to
Oh,
do?
so he said, listen,
He's gonna eavesdrop.
you gotta stop right now. I gotta go to the bathroom. Meaning, if you had to go to the bathroom, you would stop? 100%. 100%. We have a pit stop. You only need to do this a couple of times that's what's happening. Because again, something is missing there. And it's very, very true. Something is missing there. And no matter what you do, no matter how you're gonna try to think that you're gonna fix the problem by not answering the phone or not, you gotta solve this issue. So you gotta sit down. Listen, in business we're very good. When we have a problem with business-related things, we sit down right away. We start saying, okay, so what's the problem? Why are we losing money over here, not over here? Da, da, da. And we say, oh, you know what it is? Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Let's put this one. Let's put the same thing over here. You have to say, okay, what's going on over here? Why is she so much, like this? It means I need to do certain things here. So therefore, you got to get on top of them. When? Not at work time. Out of work time. You got to give it that time after work. How are you, sweetie? Talk to me. Jigarjon. Yeah, it's a very famous Iranian, no? Jigarjon. So Jigaram, yeah. So you have to be able to fulfill her completely. She won't bother you.
So if I'm in the car and she's like,
If it's an emergency, meaning if you see her, Motek, you need me? Yes. Okay. Stop the car. Give me 2 minutes. That's it. You walk away because then she's gonna be like, wow, he's especially if she knows you're on the way. Especially if she knows, oh, yeah, let me give me 1 second. Let us stop the car. Then she's like, wow, that's my husband. You hear what I'm saying? But if you're constantly pushing her off, not now, not now, not now, not now, not now, she's thinking, oh, what is it? When?
so I shouldn't worry about like what my partner thinks.
Forget about your partner. Forget about your partner. Your partner is only your partner financially. Tomorrow in a year, 2, 10, he's out. She is your partner for life, Be'ezat Hashem. We're trying to build a partner for life. You know what our problem is? Is that we're thinking she's also for a year, for 2, for 5, of 10. We're thinking, listen, she's going to get my nerves out. That's what's in the back of our minds. And that's why divorce, chick-chack. Everybody's saying, you know what? Okay, let's go. Go, where are we going? Beddin, I'm tired of you. What is this?
I think the partner will respect you more if you will deal with your wife properly. He will respect you.
Your
more.
partner, if he has a wife, he should also learn this. You understand? If he has a wife, believe me, listen, every single man is going through this. Every single man is going through this, unless he's really fulfilling what this book is saying.
It's an attitude of a child. When child needs attention, he can mark on the walls, he can do crazy stuff. What are you doing? Relax. No חשבונות.
So he wants to say, I'm going to be embarrassed in front of my boss, my partner, because here I am. I'm speaking to a child.
Or my partner's gonna, look at my wife a certain way.
Okay. If he does, he does. What are you going to do? At this moment, it's what it is. You hear? It's what it is. You hear? Okay, good. So now, so as soon as you give her the time she needs, the jail cell door is open and you're able to do what you need to do. He says, don't misunderstand what we've said until now. No one should receive the false impression that he's allowed to violate the Torah in order to make his wife feel like she's first place, right? Some people say, what, I gotta do everything? She wants to go to the beach, I gotta go? She wants to go mix wedding, I gotta go? No, he says, no violation of the Torah. Heaven forbid, he's saying. The commandments of the Torah must be observed to the letter of the law. A husband must therefore be wise enough to give his wife the feeling that she's first place without compromising any halachic Jewish law. You hear? He has to understand where's the line and not be, very nasty about whatever, but nicely. But he's saying further.
You just now said mincha time.
Yeah, mincha is not halacha. Mincha you pray at home, by yourself. Yeah. So don't come with your excuses. You're not violating anything. Nope. You're gonna pray mincha. You're gonna pray by yourself, right there in the room. Pray mincha with her. He says.
She wants to go to the club.
Yeah. If she wants to go to a club, you can't say, okay, Johnny Ma. Yeah, very good. Shalom bayit. Yeah. He says a husband should give his wife the feeling that he's there whenever his wife needs him. This is done by the attention he gives her, by the way he listens to what she has to say, and by the brisk manner that he runs to fulfill her wishes. This feeling can be reinforced by loving responses to her requests, such as, right away, sweetheart, or my greatest pleasure, honey. She needs to feel that he cares for her. Now, a lot of times we're going to think that we are doing what we're doing, right? He's going to, but I'm picking up the phone, yeah? But you're picking up the phone with an attitude, and she senses it. And therefore she's going to continue doing it. Pick up the phone nicely. Yeah, Motek Shali. Yes, my love, of course. Wow, I've been waiting for you to call me. Yeah, absolutely. That's what he says. He says, give her a little, sweetheart, my love. People are embarrassed to say this to their wives. It's been so many years, yeah, that they've been me against you, right? That they're like, how am I going to tell her I love her? I haven't done that in many exactly many years. He's like a sweetheart. I can't say that. No. Learn to say that. I noticed that in texts it's a little bit easier. Why? Because you're just writing it, right? And then as you're going to be writing and get used to it, then you could say it. A person should accustom himself to always saying these kind of words. Yeah. With children, with the wife, yeah, in order for them to feel that they're loved. It says usually kind words and a swift response will make her happy. Maybe the husband paid the price of missing a prayer in public or in Torah lesson, but with the secure wife, he'll then be able to enjoy hundreds of prayers in public and Torah lessons with no interruptions. You hear? He says you give her a little bit, then she'll give you whatever you need. Problem is we don't give her the little bit. And therefore we have this constant battle of, trying to be, who's the one in first place. Many people, see, when he says over here, be swift in her responses, why should I be a mop? Again, we're going to come right back to that because not one man said this to me. Not two, not three, not four. Everybody says, why should I be a mop? And I told him, I don't understand. But you're a mop now. You're fighting together, no? You're not sleeping together. You're hardly eating at home. You go down to the basement when she's upstairs. You go upstairs when she's in the basement. What is it? That's not a mop. I said, imagine if it feels secure and be, by just giving her. He says, you only have to do this a little bit. That's what they're lacking, is that all you got to do is a little bit. Once you build her up, then you keep building her up, and that's it. You no longer, it's no longer this swiftness or whatever. She will understand you. But you're just not giving her that breaking point. Everything has a breaking point, right? We have to go to the extent of trying to build, when I was in business before, I always used to tell my brothers, whatever, I said, we have a 5-year plan, which means first year, don't worry, second year, don't worry, third year, meaning things are going to be tough, once you hit that 5-year mark, you should be smooth flowing, right? If everything is going the right way, you should be you're doing good. Over here, there's a breaking point. I see that it's about 4 or 5 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks, don't break. Stay to your ETA. It's going to be tough. She's going to give you, she's going to give you challenges, but don't break. Know that, it's a test you have to pass. Once you see this, then she starts softening up. Then she starts being nice to you because now she says, oh, he's a man. But what happens in our cases? 1 week, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, by the 12th day we break. We take, okay, let me just break now and then no. You're back to square one. It's imagine this 5-year plan. 1 second. 4 years you did the plan, you messed up, you're back to the 1 year. Now it's back to a 5-year plan. They're thinking, no, I'll stop by the 4th year and I'll keep going. It doesn't work like that.
Move your breaking point to tomorrow.
What do you mean?
You want to fight today? Move it to next day.
For sure. Do all kinds of things that you can not get upset today. Get upset tomorrow. Get upset after tomorrow. But you gotta have that 4 or 5 weeks straight where no matter what she's doing to you, you're standing like a, yes, my love, absolutely, yes, Johnny, come on. Yes, absolutely, yeah. Meaning, don't get upset. Then when she says, oh wow, my husband is a little bit different now, and then she starts to change because she likes that. You understand? Meaning, if I'm massaging you very hard, you're like, oh, what are you doing? Yeah? Now imagine if I massage you more and nice and it feels good. What do you want? You want more massage. You know, and now you're helping him. Yeah, over here. You understand? So this is the same thing. You got to slowly build up to the 4-5 weeks of being, nice with her, and then you'll see a complete change. That'll be the breaking point. Yeah. He says, good. He says a wife's occasional urgent need for her husband's help and attention is a golden opportunity for him to show her that she's number one in his life. When he answers her call quickly and willingly, she'll get the feeling that she doesn't have to compete for his love and attention with somebody else. See, that's happening in your case. He says this gives her the gratification and joy. She'll then happily allow him to pursue his own interests, especially when they are Torah related or have to do with prayer. Meaning in your case, I think she senses that, he puts business as top priority. And that's why she'll call you in various different situations. Now you're thinking, no, that's just how she is. No. She is that way because she's not fulfilled. Once she will be fulfilled, she will be differently. He says, a normal wife understands that if she calls her husband to come home from work, she's damaging her own income. But a husband should never tell her so, even though she knows that he has required work, prayer, study hours. She still wants to hear and feel like she's first place. So when she needs him, he should respond immediately. You hear what he says? She says she knows that that's going to damage you. She knows your partner might be, getting frustrated now, thinking, what's going on? She knows you're going to miss whatever you're going to miss. But like he said, she many times, she doesn't even know why she's doing it, but she does. Subconsciously, my husband does not put me as number one. He does not love me. Not that that's what she wants. She wants to be felt that she's everything for you. And therefore, if she feels last place, she's going to try to do everything possible to get to the first place. Yeah, that's how they are. Sometimes a wife calls in only as a test, conscious or unconscious of her husband. She wants to see and hear if she's really number one. He's granting her that very feeling that very feeling that it's the greatest gift he could give to her. The other day, the kids are out of school. Yeah. Now I have a busy morning schedule. Get up in the morning, learn this, that, come here, pray that. I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. She gives me a list. I'm like, sweetie, it's a little bit difficult to do. The girls are off. I'll give you the money, let the girls go. No, it's very heavy for them. Like, but it's two of them. Well, what's heavy? A couple of cucumbers, a couple of tomatoes, a couple of this, that. You hear what I'm saying? See, that was I sort of failed there. Why? Because she wants to see, let's see, am I important to him? Now, come on. It's a couple of cucumbers, tomatoes, squash, potato, sweet potato, this, that. Yeah, it's like, and I don't want to miss, I need half an hour, I need to go, or whatever. So I said, no, I got you. Before prayers, before everything, thank God they opened 7 a.m. I was the first customer over here, not to waste my time. You understand?
At first you told her no.
No. First I asked her, I said, I asked her, maybe we can send the girls, but then right away, when she started telling me, no, it's heavy for them to carry, she wants to see me do it. No problem, I got it. You hear? Now I'm not going to say that.
The problem is that we think always with logic.
Yeah. No logic.
Zero logic. Zero. Why? Because she always had to test you, where am I?
Yeah.
I'm here or not?
Even not knowing that there's...
Not knowing.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Subconscious.
But all the time it's coming up. And if she is not, she don't care. She's gonna rip you apart.
She'll go down with the boat, but at least she's, you know what I'm saying? The boat is going to sink, we have to float afterwards.
The computer sending signals, is using you, it cheated you, and this and that, and she gets, and don't know why she's getting so angry. What did I do already? I said I don't have time to go. I'm shopping, I'm going to pray.
Yeah.
Hello. Huh?
I have a class to teach, I have this, I have that.
Klum, like you zilch, nobody.
I need cucumbers.
Rabbi, but this is not
I
normal.
need cucumbers.
This
No.
is not normal.
That is normal. That's what he's trying to tell you.
No, it's not want to do it. Come
Yes. No. When? Again, you didn't hear what the rabbi
on.
said.
If I see, hold on a second. If I see my kids not doing anything and they're capable to go shopping, why not? I'll tell my
You
kids,
missed
okay,
you
tell me
missed the
what
whole
to do.
point. Brother John,
I understand.
you missed the whole
You
point.
said, hold on a second. You've been doing this for a couple of months, right?
What?
You've been doing this for months. You've
3
been doing
months.
this for
You
months.
didn't hear what the rabbi said? It's a constant test. It's a constant test. Once in a while, she's going to do a test. You don't want to live like that? Okay, then live the way you want to live. Listen. Hazaku Baruch to you. Ibi?
Listen, couple of months you said. Couple of months.
No. I said,
Uzbekistan.
you need 3, 4, 5 weeks in order to make yourself like this. Look,
Little distinction.
like this. Not like this. I'm against you.
What
Uzbekistan
if she gets this
and
and that's it?
Torah.
She loves this.
1 second.
Uzbekistan, they're gonna attack her. Why you not supporting?
Yeah.
Why he's so busy, man?
Yeah, that's the Bukharian.
They're gonna attack her.
They took that Shlomo Melech thing that a woman builds a man of the shore. They took it all the way to the Gan Eden.
But the Torah is the opposite. This is the husband's fault.
Yeah, he says enthusiastic Torah students, especially Baalei Teshuvot, who have made great strides in their Torah observance, with hearts burning and yearning for Hashem, ask themselves, how can I possibly place my wife ahead of Hashem? How could I? Hashem is first, then my wife. Says it's clear to everyone, especially to a wife, that Hashem and His commandments come first. Even concerning such an important commandment as honoring one's parents, if a parent tells a child to ignore one tiny law, then the child should not obey the parent, right? Put on the light on Shabbat. No. He says the answer is that a husband should give his wife the feeling that she doesn't have to compete with anything or anyone for her husband's attention, not even with Hashem. Hashem wants a husband to honor his wife in such a manner, meaning he should give her the feeling, not chas from dishonor Hashem. Give her the feeling that she's important. You hear? He says, suppose that a husband wants to attend an important Torah lecture, but his wife wants him to stay at home. If he reacts sanctimoniously, like some husbands do, and say, what are you talking about? Stay at home? Hashem commanded me to learn Torah day and night. I have to do Hashem's will before I do yours. Then not only will he upset her, but he'll be creating a fierce opponent to everything he wants to do. This is not the way to talk to a wife. Instead, he should say, sweetheart, you and your needs are the most important thing in my life. If you need me at home, then I'm right here for whatever you need. With soft words like this, a difficult or a tense marital situation turns into a complete around. When she hears this, once she'll hear it, twice she'll hear it, then she's like, no, sweetie, you go. You understand? He says, once a husband gives his wife the warmth of love and security that he's there for her whenever she needs him, he'll discover that she no longer hounds him and tries to lock him in jail. All she cares about is that she doesn't have to compete with anyone for her status as number one in his life. And that's what Bodhi is talking about. She's constantly going to test you to see if she's number one. Let's emphasize again that the wife doesn't expect to be more important than Hashem and His Torah. She doesn't. She doesn't want that. But if he's constantly using the Torah and mitzvot as an excuse for neglecting her, then she'll hate religion and everything associated with it. She says, I need help with the kids. Mincha, I need help. The rabbi's calling me. I need to. What? This is Torah? This is Torah? Yeah? It says even worse. She'll likely throw off the yoke of Torah and the commandments. Heaven forbid. Look at that. She'll go as far as to throw out the. Why? My husband wants to go and hide behind the Torah. Therefore, a husband must do virtually anything and everything to give his wife the feeling that she's highest priority in his life. When a religious man treats his wife like a queen, then she'll do everything to strengthen her faith and her observance. Meaning,
So, something that like I kind of wanted to do that in terms of like not going to shul Friday night because she really need my help right before Shabbat and also sometimes I have early Shabbat, whatever. I feel like now I'm at a point where it's impossible for me to go to shul Friday night because like I never went for the last 3 years, and it's something that like now like I want to start doing, but I can't because like Shabbat starts at 8 o'clock, shul's at 7 o'clock. She's not ready until 7:50, so how am I supposed to?
You
do
go to
that?
you go to shul every day?
What?
You go to minyan every day? Oh, you don't. So what? All of a sudden, you took Fridays. So look what she does. Sorry to.
But I
She's
can't go to minyan every day.
she's thinking you don't go every day anyway. Since when? Since when do you want to go Friday?
No, but I can't go to.
But 1 second. But if you go every day, you know what she's gonna say? Wow, how could I? He goes every day to minyan. How could I stop him on Friday?
But I can't.
She will make it that you do. I guarantee. If you go to minyan every day, like let's say in the mornings, she's gonna be like, wow, every day he goes to minyan. She's gonna make it her priority that you're able to go on Friday night,
Hypothetically, what time does minyan start here? 8:30?
6 o'clock.
No, I'm saying right before this class.
8:15. Yeah.
That is that I would have to leave the house 7:45.
So Motek John, let me tell you, we have Netz minyan at 5:23, meaning at 5:45 you're gonna be home already. She's sleeping and everything. So people like me and like other guys, you know what they do? They get up 4:30 in the morning. Doctor next to you gets up 4:30 in the morning. I get up 4:30 in the morning. He gets up early in the morning. You know why? We have responsibilities. For us, this is the biggest real estate deal that ever we can get. Ever. You know why? We're showing to Hashem, I'm your soldier. And therefore, when I need to be there, I'm there. But no, if you had a multi-million-dollar deal that you have to fly to California, you're going to get up 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Boss, you ready? I'm ready. Let's call Uber. You got it. But when it comes to Hashem, I'm a little bit tired to get up in the morning. Yeah. Bezat Hashem, when 9:30 I'll get up, I'll try. Yeah, but I'm not going to promise you anything. What is this? If you really,
The only option is Nets.
my friend, is the only option 2 o'clock in the morning to fly? That's the only option. All right, let's do it. That's what it is. You see, if we're going to be men,
I'm just not ready for that.
Okay. But you ready to do the $10 million deal? Tomorrow morning we're going to fly to Chicago, $10 million deal. You going to do it?
Yeah, but that's like a little bit of a fanatic.
What?
It is.
What?
Maybe.
It's not a fanatic answer. You know what that answer shows? That answer shows, Hashem, I'm going to do your will before I do any other will.
I know, but you can bring that to everything.
And you should.
Like, why don't you wear tzitzit? Oh, you don't wear tzitzit? Oh, but if you had a multi-million-dollar deal.
Absolutely. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I wasn't religious all the time. In fact, I worked on Shabbat and I do. But when I became religious, every time I said, yo, what is this? How can I do that before I do this?
Back then, would you listen to the way that you're talking right now, or would you say
Once I realized what Hashem was, I started listening to everything. And in the middle of Roosevelt Avenue, I wore this kippah like this. And people saw me and said, Alejandro, ¿qué pasa contigo? ¿Qué es esto? They told me, what is this? I said, well, I'm Jewish now, and I have to wear it. Pero se ve chistoso. It looks funny. I said, no, that's how it is. We started closing Shabbat. They, yo, what happened? Shabbat, you closed. I said, yeah, we cannot work on Shabbat. They want to give me a kiss. Oh, ¿cómo estás? Hey, I'm sorry, no more. What do you mean? You always used to kiss me. I can't anymore. That's a servant of Hashem. Yes, you're right. In the beginning, I didn't know. But when I knew, slowly, I'm going to change. Now, what happens to us? We know. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Hashem, I'm not ready for you. When I get ready for you, I'll tell you. Meanwhile, everything we can do, right? So guess what? Michtav Me'eliyahu, he says, when you're going to come, after 120, Hashem is going to, Bill Motek, sit over here. Okay, how come you didn't get up in the morning? Listen, it was very hard for me, this, that. Let's open up the files. 2 o'clock Chicago flight. 4 in the morning, you flight over there. I don't get it, but you did that. That's once in a while. To make money, which Hashem, by the way, gives us, right? He makes those deals, by the way, you should know. Yeah, he makes those 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock. Why? Because later, after 120, he's going to want to show you, my friend, but you did get up for $1 million deal. But for me, Olam, you know what's eternity, by the way? Eternity is something never endless. The $1 million, 70 years, 80 years, garbage. Toilet paper, worthless green papers. But eternity, you know what eternity is? No ending. Michtav Me'eliyahu says like this. If you want to understand eternity, he says, imagine a huge mountain of sand, and a bird comes every 100 years, takes one pebble and puts it in the ocean. Every 100 years. Is that ever going to finish? He says, eternity is longer than that. So imagine, we're here given only 70 years, 80 years, to build our eternity. Real estate deals we'll do right away. Eternity, I have time for that. I have time for that. Chas v'shalom, people go away, pop, one accident, they're out. You didn't work for your eternity, my friend. We have insurance for everything. Insurance for car, insurance for life, insurance for home, insurance for this, insurance for telephone, insurance for that, insurance for this. Insurance for eternity? Whatever it is, it is. What? You know what eternity is? Over here, we get to work. Over there, stops. Which means what? I can't do anything over there. So I'm given the opportunity in this world to build my real estate empire for eternity in the world to come, which is eternal. Now, if we don't believe eternity, then we have to sit down, stop everything, and say, Rabbi, I want you to teach me if there really is life after death. If there really is something out there, then we have to sit down and do that. Once you know that, end game, my friend. I know that. And therefore, nothing for me is important than to serve Hashem. And I will do anything to try to serve Hashem. Why? Because that's the real investment. Here, everything is fake. I can take right now, rip up $100, I didn't lose anything. $1,000, I didn't lose anything. But to rip up my eternity, that's eternity. You know what that is? No ending. Which means, if we all go the way we go, you have a servant of Hashem, didn't make much money here. He's on the highest levels in Gan Eden, right? And you have a guy, multi-billionaire, didn't care about Hashem. You know where he is? He's the one that's sweeping everybody's after everything. For eternity. So if I ask you, my friend, choose. Poor guy 70 years, eternity multi-billionaire, or billionaire for 70 years, and poor guy for eternity. What would you choose? 100% this poor guy right here. And that's where we are. We're trying to be the poor guy, but to build our eternity. You understand? That's how you have to look at life. And when you look at life like this, you will be a man and do things you have to do. People say, how do you get up 4 in the morning? What time you go to sleep? Sometimes 1 o'clock. And you get up 4:30 in the morning? Yes. Why? I'm a servant of Hashem. I can't come to the class and say, let me see. With all the questions that they give, can I do that? So therefore, you got to be on the ball. Just like you would be in a business. Now I know who you are. If I see you in the business like this, and in Hashem like this, you're a true man. But if I see you in business like this, and you're wallowing in I can't get up. What kind of man? I only speak to men, by the way. I speak to men who listen or not, I don't care. That's why a couple of them are left. Why? I was too strong for them. It touched their sensitivity. Olam haba, no sensitivity. There's no sensitivity. One of them is driving right now, but thank God he's a man. He listens to me.
But we're supposed to be very sensitive with our women.
No, I gave you a compliment. No, you're supposed to be very sensitive with it because she needs the sensitivity. We don't need sensitive. Man is not a sensitive person. Napoleon Bonaparte was not sensitive. Trump is not sensitive. Any of the leaders, they're not sensitive. If they would be, they would never be presidents. Never. Impossible. They have to be men, no matter what's said to them. Look at the things people throwing on Trump, what he is, what he's not. He doesn't care. He's doing his job. Lavdil, yeah, of course. You understand? We got to do our job. Because that's what we brought here for. This is not a kindergarten. Correct or no?
Correct.
Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen,
other
amen.
way around.
Bezat
That's what
Hashem.
they teach you in the army. When you're attacking, you say, soldiers, they follow. I said, don't stop.
Yeah.
You go on.
Imagine
Then you
that.
cry.
Imagine that.
After, you're gonna
2 down, 3 down. What?
avoid.
You go.
Start waking up for nets. I shouldn't even thinking about going for Friday night.
What was that? Yeah. Not that it's not. No. If you don't go every day, now he wants to go and go on Friday night and not do all this. No way, my friend. Habibi, you stay right over here.
You
But
feel that this is the place to escape.
exact. That's what you just said right now. If you're using the thing for escape, don't make me a scapegoat. But if you go every day, she's like, he goes every day. I gotta make it that he goes Friday night, Saturday morning. You hear? That's the goal. That's our goal, to be men. That's the whole marriage situation, according to him, he's the one who has your wife as a joystick, what to do, what not to do, where to go, where not to go. You hear? Your wife came here in order to build you up spiritually. And by the way, you'll build up financially and whatever, and this and that. That's all. We got to build up here spiritually. That's the number one thing. Financial is garbage. We're not taking any of that.